Hello, everybody. It is great to meet you even in this virtual setting. My name is Allie Collard, and I am your student's AP Chemistry teacher. And so in this video, I just wanted to give you a quick overview of my expectations for the course, a little bit about me and who I am as a teacher, and hopefully welcome you to AP Chemistry. So the goal of this course, it's a college-level chemistry course with material that's usually covered at the freshman year, and we will cover the College Board AP chemistry curriculum this year. And so kind of my goals for the class as well is that our students get an understanding of chemistry and how it relates to the world around us and how it explains everything around us, as well as preparing them for a college career in a science or engineering field. And so a little bit about myself. As I said, my name is Allie Collard. I am from Colorado. I grew up in the Arvada area, so not very far. I went to CU Boulder, and from CU Boulder, I got degrees in math, chemistry, and I also got my teaching license from the CU Teach program at CU. So big fan of Colorado. I love the mountains. I love to run off to them at every chance that I get, go hiking and running and all those fun things. So chemistry is definitely a big passion of mine. To me, it's just fascinating how it explains every observation in the world around us and how everything works and why we see things the way they are and why substances interact with each other the way that they are and how we can solve real world problems with our knowledge of chemistry. And so I hope to instill some of those understandings in our students as well. And so I wanted to also give you a quick overview of my Schoology page, which is our most important page for the course. It's where all of our materials will be stored, and your students all know how to access that. We've been doing that all year already, so they are pros at it by now. I don't know if I am, but they are. And so a couple important things here on our main Schoology page. So this first link will take you to the class calendar. And if you click on that, it opens up just a regular monthly calendar, but I put in our agenda and links to all of our assignments that are also posted on Schoology, as well as any homework problems. So if your student ever misses class one day, this would be the first place to go look. This is a really great resource for finding old materials and for finding homework. This next link, our virtual classroom, is my way of bringing us all together even when we're online in a classroom. So I have some important links here as well. Here again is a link to our class calendar, so we can find that multiple places. I also have linked my WebEx room in here, as well as our syllabus and the expectations that we designed as a class together at the beginning of the year are in there. AP Classroom is also linked in here, and that's where your students will complete unit progress checks at the end of every unit before we take our unit exam. So I can see where we're at and they can see where they're at as far as that unit goes. And then finally, I have the textbook linked in here too, so that they're able to access that online from home. Another important folder that I wanted to highlight for you all is this information for parents and guardians folder in red here. And so in here, I have the letter that I sent out at the beginning of the year, the link to our course syllabus, and a link to a document that talks about how I have organized my Schoology page and instructions on downloading WebEx for either an iPad or a computer, if that's helpful. Okay, so the syllabus, here's just what the first page looks like. In it, we kind of detail my expectations for the course, as well as like grading structures and all the units we're going to go through, and just kind of an outline for the course. So my email and phone number are also at the top there if you ever need to get in contact with me for any reason. As far as grading goes in this course, like I said, this is a college level class, and so I am doing my best to prepare our students for college. And so this class is mostly weighted on test scores. So 35% of your students' grade will be from tests and quizzes, and then another 35% will come from the final. And then the other 30% will be all of our classwork that we do and any homework and any labs that we do for this year. So that's often how college grades are set up. So we're going to kind of follow that structure so that their grade represents accurately what they have learned from their tests. So here's just the units that we're going to cover. Like I said, these are all up to following the College Board AP Chemistry curriculum. And so we're currently about to take our Unit 2 test shortly, and then we will get through Unit 9 by the end of the year before our AP test on May 7th. So we'll get to tackle a lot of awesome questions like how do batteries work and why is the universe always expanding, things like that. Well, acids and bases, all of that fun stuff. So we've got a lot of cool and challenging topics ahead of us, and we're going to learn a lot. Another important piece of the AP Chemistry curriculum is coverage of the science practices that are across all science disciplines. So these are practices that real scientists use every day, and so our goal is to also have our students engage in all of these science practices throughout the year. So that's working with models, that's working with developing questions, for experiments and critiquing our experiments, representing data using graphs and tables and models, and critiquing those models. Where do our models work? Where do our models fall apart? How can we improve our models? Math, this course is actually very math heavy, especially when we get to our acids and bases units and thermochem, things like that. There will be a lot of math. So hopefully we will be masters at that by the end of the year as well. And then the sixth science practice that we will work on is argumentation. So how do we effectively argue in science? How do we support our claim with evidence? How do we have productive and respectful conversations with other scientists about what we're observing, about the evidence that we get, and coming to some conclusions and drawing inferences and things like that. So that's an important structure of the AP Chemistry course as well. So finally, if you have any questions, my email is collard_alexandra@svvsd.org. Sorry, that got cut off a little bit. It's also on my syllabus. I am happy to speak with you by the phone as well if you have any questions or concerns or just comments about anything. And I hope that we can meet in person sometime soon. I'm looking forward to the rest of this year. You have an amazing group of students so far. I really loved working with them. They are hardworking and smart and collaborative, and they are passionate about science, and it's been a fun year so far. So I'm really looking forward to the awesome things that we're going to do with the rest of the year. So I hope this was helpful and informative, and hopefully we can meet in person soon.